Hello and welcome to Mimi's Sketchbook. Today my illustration was inspired by Paul David Tripp's devotional book, New Morning Mercies. And it's May 11th. And his message today focuses on the Lord's Prayer and the section from it, but deliver us from evil. So that made me think of a pot of soup that I made this week. I had found some really good looking chicken thighs that had the bone in them and the skin on, and browned them up in a pan and added chicken broth to it and let that simmer, and it created a delicious broth. So what I usually do is I put it in the refrigerator overnight so that the fat can harden up and I can remove it easily the next day. So I did that and chopped up some carrots and onion and celery and added it to the pot. And I came to the sweet potato that I had. And when I cut the sweet potato open, it had this, dark black threads going through it. And so I didn't want to use that part, so I tried to cut it out. And I kept cutting and cutting until I had a piece left that didn't have any of the black threads in it. So I cut that up and threw it in the pot. After the vegetables were cooked, then I threw in the spinach and the basil. And I was excited to try my soup. But unfortunately, when I did, it was bitter. So I thought maybe I should add some salt and pepper. That didn't help. And I tried to add some more seasoning, and that didn't help. And then I thought, well, maybe I can sweeten it up. So I added some sugar. And that didn't help. Nothing that I did made that soup taste any better. So in trying to figure out where the problem was, the only thing I could come up with was that sweet potato. And that disease, whatever was in there, had affected the taste and made the whole sweet potato, even the part that didn't look diseased, that had become bitter and ruined the soup. Well, not sure what I should do. I put the soup in the refrigerator, hoping that maybe overnight something magical might happen to it and it would taste better the next day. But unfortunately, the soup was just as bad the next day as it was before. So I finally realized I had to throw out the whole pot of soup. Now this was a big deal for me because I'm somebody who likes to fix things and I like to save things. I save cardboard. So, it was hard for me to throw out that soup, but I realized that nothing was going to change it. It had been corrupted, and I think it was corrupted by that diseased sweet potato. So that is what makes me think about sin. If I have sin in my life, I'm not going to be able to change it. I'm not going to be able to cover it up. I'm not going to be able to sweeten it. The only way I am going to get rid of sin is by really getting rid of it, and that is through God's grace. So my pot of soup wasn't a total waste, was it? God used it to teach me about the corruptive nature of evil and sin when it's in our lives. So I want to thank you for joining me here at Mimi's Sketchbook. I hope this was an encouragement to you, and God bless.